Recently, while scrolling through a list of mangas, I found an awesome manhwa named The Beginning of the End. I am skeptical about reading manhwas because most of these manhwas are solo leveling clones or with a title like I am the strongest king. Both of these types of manhwas are recycled versions of the same stories and are there for the purpose of farming money. As once a wise man said, if a manga is high quality 5-star cuisine, manhwa is mass-produced $5 pizza that your school canteen used to sell. But this one was a bit different. By different, I don't mean that it does not have those recycled tropes in it, cause it definitely has those. But I mean it's not as cringy as fuck. I had a lot of fun reading this manhwa, so I want to recommend it to you. So without any further ado, let's get started. But before that,
Oni-san, please subscribe to this channel. Please?
I'm really sorry that you had to hear that abomination, but you have to roll with it and live your life like nothing happened. So yeah, deal with it. So the manga, or more specifically the manhwa I want to talk about today, is The Beginning of the End. I found this manga on pure luck. I was scrolling through a list of mangas and I found this one. At first I avoided it, but it kept on appearing on my recommended section, so I decided to give it a try. My first impression of this manhwa was that it's a generic isekai manhwa that will follow the same overused tropes and give me a boring as fuck read. But for some reason I kept on reading, and sure enough it had the same overused tropes that my weeb degenerate weeaboo cute girls doing cute things loving mind is used to. But for some reason it did not feel boring. In fact, it was hyping me up for the next chapter every time. I kept reading and reading almost as if I'm addicted. And at last I finished reading it in 2 days. The reason I really like this manhwa is because of the character development. I got to see a kid who doesn't know how to walk yet gradually becoming powerful and a reliable human being. I really loved watching the development. The side characters are also well developed and they also felt human. They weren't there just because of the plot, they were a part of the world. And because the characters are not overly cliche, I really cared for them. For example, when the main character Arthur almost gave his life to save his mother and his soon-to-be born sister, it hit me hard. It was really an emotional scene. I wasn't sure if the main character or his family would survive. I was on the edge of my seat. I was genuinely worried for his family. So getting me emotionally invested automatically gets the manhwa a bonus point. I talked about the character development, but something really important for a manga is the art. The art is something that is very important for a manga or a manhwa, because the art is the thing that is telling us the story. So if the art of a manga is not good, it might not be a really good manga. Still, bad art is excusable if it is good enough to tell the story. Like for example, One Punch Man. Fortunately, the art in this manhwa is great in both storytelling and aesthetics. I love this manhwa's art style. Still, solo leveling is the best in terms of art in manhwas. No, wait. I think I found a better one in terms of art. I think Hersaman has the best art in manhwa now. But that's a topic for another day. This manhwa has a really great art style, and sometimes it's even breathtaking. So it gets a point in that. Now, the art might be good and all, but what about the world, you ask? Well, unfortunately, I don't have a lot of good things to say about the world. It isn't anything new. It's a fantasy setting where there are magic beasts, or mana beasts to be exact. There are dungeons where the adventurers go in to fight and get some mana crystals and other stuff you get to see in a fantasy manga or a manhwa. But after reading the latest chapters, I might just change this opinion. But as of now, the world feels generic at best.
I'm tired of you yapping! All you ever do is complain.
Also, I have some complaints. Why are there so many fanservice in this manhwa? By fanservice, I mean constantly trying to show how badass Arthur is. I know Arthur is powerful, okay? You don't have to shove it down my throat. Also, what's up with the screen time of my waifu, Jasmine? I didn't even get to see her half the chapters. Hashtag more screen time for Jasmine. Another thing, what's up with the dragon's character design? I get it that the author loves western movies because of the references he loves to throw around, but why did the dragon have to look so similar to Toothless? Couldn't you make something more different? Also, I need some more real fanservice. Some real ones. If you know what I mean. Jokes aside, I really like this manhwa. So, if you want to know my score rating of this manhwa, then here it is. I give this manga a score of 7.7 out of 10. It has room for improvement and I think something really fun is coming in the future chapters. So, read the manhwa now. Also, if you're wondering why I haven't uploaded for 2 weeks, it's because I went to the wedding ceremony of one of my cousins, so I could not work on making the videos. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Also, here's some behind the scenes stuff. For example, when the main character Arthur almost gave his life to save his mother and his soon-to-be born sister, it hit me hard. It was really an emotional scene right there, mate. I wasn't sure how the Michael and his family would survive. I was on the edge of my seat. I was genuinely worried for your family. So getting me emotionally invested automatically get the manga. I remember as a bonus point. A bonus point, eh? I love this manhwa's art style. Still solo leveling is the best in terms of art and manga. So, no, wait, I think I found a better one in terms of art. Also has the most art in the manga. But that's the topic for another day. This manga has really great art, something it's even breathtaking, so it gets burnt in that.